over 30.
What? Don't trust anybody over what?
But you told me that when I was like well before. That's an old. I've heard it before. That's an old. I think that was like an old hippie saying or something like don't trust a man. Don't listen to old.
Don't trust anybody over 30.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I like it. It's funny, but you told me that way before I was 30. I thought it was real cool. You let me in on the trust.
Secret of manhood.
Yeah, the secret of youth, and but then you told me, I said, what do I do when I'm 30? And you said, don't trust anyone under 30.
Kind of an untrusting fellow.
Yeah. I told the other day Dominguez when we were playing guitars, I like to tune down. I just like, my guitars are generally just like in D standard, but then sometimes I do C standard or open C minor or some shit. I never tune to standard E. And he knows that about me, and he's tuned down to me before and like kind of dug it. So, but anyway, when we were playing the other night, he was like, "Oh yeah, you used to tune down." It's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What was it?" And we were too fucked up to be like changing the pitch of the guitars or whatever, to have a chance at like quickly nailing it.
Sometimes
like, okay, well, what were we gonna do?
Better left.
Yeah, exactly. But so we're trying to tune by ear, and I said, my dad told me once. He said, first of all, if you're tuning a string, to drop low and then tune up to the pitch instead of just like dropping down to it and letting it go.
Backlash.
Yeah, and you also told me the D chord never lies. And I told it, and he was like, man, I agree with all that shit. And he like played a D and he was like, wow. And then the next day, he was like, what'd your dad say again? The D chord never lies. He shook his head. He's like, wow, man. It's true. Man, Dad, I've had friends before, even like 10 years ago, confide in me with like guitar playing stuff and be like, I feel like I learned a little bit about guitar through you, about what, like, I learned about guitar from your dad through you, because I dropped nuggets that you instilled in me back in the day. And they'd be like, I learned a thing that no one ever taught me, no guitar lesson, no accidental life lesson, not even experience. Got them to, it was new information to them when I tell them shit that you'd tell me that you probably knew from the 60s or whatever.
Recycled.
Yeah. Yeah, but people have told me that before, man.
In some ways, I was so very lucky to live where I lived in Marion. That's a town you could have put on Leave It to Beaver or something.
I always think of you, Larry, and Denny as my three sons. I always have. Anytime I ever saw the Argyle logo.
Yeah, and I'm always getting screwed.
Yeah. Anytime I ever saw the title theme and the intro to that TV show, I always thought of you, Larry, and Denny, because I didn't know anyone else that were three sons.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. It was like I don't know anyone else, so I knew that you were of three sons, and then that was a TV show. I don't know when that was out, but it's probably when you were real super little, huh?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
We had a big hassock. Back then, living rooms were a little bigger than this one.
Yeah, I recall.
So, TV was stuck at a corner, and you come around the corner from the kitchen into the living room. So the prize spot was get on that big hassock,
Oh, so you could have the prime
tip it
viewing.
up,
Yeah.
and you got yourself a little place to hang around.
Mm.
Yeah. And the shows we watched are still on TV.
Yeah, yeah. If you flip around long enough and you stay up late enough, they'll be there.
Cowboy shows are on during the day.
No, Gunsmoke and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You must have liked those shows when you were a kid, huh?
Oh, I loved them.
Yeah, I bet.
Superman, Three Stooges. Come on.
Yeah.
You're lying if you say you don't like them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like not laughing at a George Carlin joke.
Oh shit, yeah, that too. Yeah, I love that guy for sure.
When you can't, you know he's right, but something inside you is fighting it off.
Yeah, because the way what he's right about is like a thing that's
Delicate.
happening outside. Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, I haven't thought of it yet, or makes people nervous a little bit. Oh, Three Stooges. Yeah, when I was like 12 or something, and Mom shared that humor too. We were at some farm or like drug town or whatever, and there was a Three Stooges VHS for sale for fucking nothing. We bought it and watched it together, and we laughed so hard. And there's 3 episodes, and I still, when I think back on their humor and what made it funny, like when the 3 of them somehow are in a phone booth or whatever. And
Yeah.
And they're out. There's a moment where they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And Mo was just like, "You," just like, he's the one just like, "You fucking idiots."
What do you mean, what are we gonna do?
It's so hilarious, man. Mo was great. Shemp is my favorite, but I think Mo gets he never is anyone's favorite. It's always Curly or Shemp.
Yeah, Mo's.
Mo was the straight man that was trying to slap sense into everybody.
Yeah.
But of course he was a
course he-
complete
yeah.
idiot too.
He was seeing somebody on the side.
That will never get old. That idea of a few people that are stupid and one of them thinks they're the leader of the rest, but he's just as stupid as the rest of them. It's many a franchise.
I think Washington is built on that.
I quickly reference that to you in my mind. See, I told you it never gets old. We still watch it over and over.
Yeah, I watched Paladin. Actually, Paladin.
I don't know that one.
Paladin,
that was a
Paladin,
show.
where do you roam? Paladin, Paladin, far, far from home.
Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of that
I didn't
before.
memorize that, it's just there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And,
Do you need one? You need a beer?
yeah.
Okay.
No, second thought, I don't.
Okay, that's fine.
I picked it up. And I thought I was doing an exercise, so it's pretty
Alright.
full.
I didn't mean to walk away. I thought I was going to just go get a warm one. And then I was like, well, I'll offer you one. So I went to the fridge. So I would have stayed in eye shot with you
I
the whole time.
appreciate the thought.
Yeah. Paladin though, was it like a Western or
He was a hired gun.
like a PI or some shit?
He went out and if there were warrants on people or the
Yeah.
government was after somebody, they'd get Paladin.
Yeah, they had.
But
a guy.
he was an honest, outstanding, you know, helping people. But
Yeah.
he didn't stop from using his gun.
Okay.
If he had to use it, he used it.
And then 20 years later, you had Schwarzenegger playing a cop on TV, just like indiscriminate, you know, like outlaw. That's what the whole 80s. All the movies are like outlaw cops. They just shoot, and then that's it.
And
They
don't
any
ask questions.